Stu.
Well, we've been harping on the fact it's not a physical game. Guess what? Something changed between periods. Billy, what has happened?
Jason Mazzotti trying to get his name and number on the ice, and he does a good job with Sean Burr. Now, Sean Burr is an instigator that doesn't like to fight, backs down whenever possible, but likes to stir it up. And he's picking on the wrong guy, and Jason Mazzotti, there's no doubt about that. Mazzotti, he likes to rough it up. He's a tough guy. Stu Grimson trying to be the referee in that situation, breaking it up. But yes, there is some emotion, and there is Sean Burr.
Jason Mazzotti has said all season, I'm a frustrated, tough guy imprisoned in goaltending equipment. And he loves it. I mean, he relishes every opportunity to get involved in this. He liked it when Mark Fitzpatrick had it out with Billy Ranford in Washington a couple of weeks ago. He loves that kind of thing, and here he goes with Sean Burr.
He sits right on that end there where the Tampa Bay Lightning come off or onto their bench. He gets to hear everything, he gets to talk, and he gets to give the odd elbow, I'm sure. I don't know what started that. Sean Burr having a laugh. Would have been a lot more funny if Jason Mazzotti landed a couple right in that kisser. Played against him and watched him play, and you know, team's got to have a guy like that where you stir it up a little bit, but I don't like a guy that doesn't finish it, and that's why I never started anything.
Right. You got to, at some point, stand up for yourself, and he's a lot like Boston's Trent McCleary in that regard, where they stir it up, and then other people have to come in and mop it up.
Well, finally, somebody took it in their own hands against him, McCleary, and that was Dave Manson of Montreal, who just attacked him and pummeled him and got suspended for it. But McCleary, yes, he is exactly that kind of type of player.
As you know, we are helped all season long by very fine stage manager Hank Matthew and our statistician Vic Massey, who we thank for their hard work all season long and over the years. But Vic, what would the time of this penalty be now?
Ooh.
Okay, it's not at the 20-minute mark of a period. It's nothing has happened here. So what is this, at the 0 mark? 0 level is what we're saying. Okay, the time of this penalty is 0. That's a first.
Not only is Vic up here doing stats for us, but he's also a heck of a hockey player.
Yep.
His alumni games, boy, oh boy. He's got to be at least -10 in the few games that we played.
Well, that's good. That probably leads that club.
And you know how much we win by usually, too.
Yeah, that's true. But they're all power play goals. So when it's even strength, you throw Vic out there, and that's what happens.
I had a lot of fun in that this year, too, playing for the alumni here in Hartford.
So officially, I guess the 20-minute mark, according to Bob Bortz, our fine producer, and Mazzotti both get 2 for roughing. Mazzotti, of course, hollering across. See who serves the penalty. Steve Chason going over in the box. And a 10-minute misconduct to Jason Mazzotti of both players. Okay. So no minor penalties called. Okay, now we get it straight. 2 for roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. I'm getting this in Chinese from Vic Massey. That's why we have to go through the translation here. Okay, now we're settled.
He draws good pictures.
Now we're settled. So 2-minute minors for roughing, 10-minute misconducts at the 20-minute mark. They carry it over from the first period.
And Andrew Castle's already in the box. He's got a minute 12 left in his penalty.
The Lightning stay on the power play. 5-on-4 advantage off the draw. Roman Hamrlik in his own end. He's paired with Jeff Norton on the point. Up front, it's Chris Gratton, Alex Selivanov, and Dino Ciccarelli. Snapper through center. Selivanov over the line, steps across. Ciccarelli has control. The half wall, Selivanov. Back it goes, Jeff Norton. Alex Selivanov gets it back down low for Chris Gratton. Midpoint pass. Jumps over the twig of Jeff Norton. Goes all the way back in Tampa ice. In the zone now, Roman Hamrlik. Hamrlik goes behind the goal. He'll orchestrate from there with 19:25 left to go in the second period. 1-0. The Whalers have the lead on the goal by Glenn Wesley early in period 1. Gratton inserts around the boards this way for Selivanov. He let it go intelligently there for Jeff Norton. Behind the cage, Gratton. Free to the corner. Ciccarelli has control. Dino Ciccarelli on the cycle for Chris Gratton. Now at the half wall, Ciccarelli looks it over. He's watched by Kevin Holler, Kent Manderville. Now it's Norton this way at the point. Right back it goes. Hamrlik with a shot. Nice play made by Manderville. Off the boards and out.
Quite a story. We've talked about it so many times about Ken Manderville coming up this year. Really being a great addition, especially in this regard here, penalty killing.
He won the unsung hero this season. And the puck is worked out to center by Robert Cron. The penalty is over. Saucer pass for Castles. Does not connect. And the Lightning take over.
You know, John, in Chicago, I won that award once, and it was a doctor giving me the award, and he called it the Unhung Hero Award by mistake. And boy, did I get a laugh there.
Probably right, though. The shot right on. Burke handles. Wesley now up the boards. Held in by Poulin. Behind the goal, Jason Weimer. Weimer now battling there with Glenn Wesley. They fight for it. Burke looking for it. Loose behind the net as we see. It's loose in the corner. Damon Langkow now watches Patrick Poulin. Dealing behind the goal for Jason Weimer. Off of Glenn Wesley. Sanderson wages war there with Ulanov. They fight for it. Igor feeds it in over the stick of Jason Weimer. This way it's Wesley. Wesley with a shovel up the wall. Not out. Held in by Cross. Now blocked out by Castles. And we have an offside at the line. Today's Hartford Whalers hockey game on Sports Channel is brought to you in part by Bud Light. If you want great taste that won't fill you up, never lets you down, make it a Bud Light.
We always catch those guys.
Yeah,
it's amazing the timing, the cue card that he has to see from one side of the rink to the other just to make sure that his timing is perfect. Right when you end what you say there and the cup goes up. It's amazing.
And we had a new reader on the last day of the season, so that's appreciated. It's the first time we've had that one. Just trying to keep me honest, I guess. He stumbled through it. Here's Sanderson. Off now for Castles. Through center for Dineen. Over the line, moving in. Ulanov going free to the corner. Now behind the net, around the wall. There's Castles knocking it down in the slot, looking for Dineen. Evan Hustles has control. He'll keep the zone. Right in the slot, broken up by Ulanov. Ulanov now up the boards along the dasher by Dineen and Haller, all the way back inside the Hartford line.
There's one thing I'd like to see. I'd like to see Kevin Dineen get a couple goals to get to 20 this year.
Here's Castles over the line. Crisscrossing, holding, shooting, blocked by Igor Ulanov. Castles gets it back. He deals away for Wesley, who hammers high. Puck is loose in front. Castles after it. Now the Lightning take over. Here's Selivanov coming up on Glenn Wesley. Alexander Selivanov works it deep. Sean Burke leaves it there for Gardner. Just about 3 minutes gone in the second period. On the Farmington Savings Bank scoreboard, you see the story. Dead at center ice. Derek King is there. It's broken up by Chris Gratton. Gardner takes over. Alex will slam it deep. Rick Tabarachi will leave it there for Jamie Huscroft. Fired in a late season from Calgary. Now it's Dino Ciccarelli. A long feed. Too far ahead of Chris Gratton. Deep in the zone. Burke there to move it along. Free to the wing wall. King is there. Held in by Ciccarelli. Now the Lightning take over. As Zemner lost it, King gets to it, not out. Jamie Huscroft at the point with a spinner, blocked on the way through. Rebound free in the corner as we see. Chris Gratton has control. Behind the goal for Ciccarelli, good play by Derek King. Up the boards, Primo is there, not out. Now Rob Zaminer loads the gun. It's blocked by Wesley and Rockets on the pinball high. Wesley slow to get up. Behind the net, Ciccarelli looks it over. He knows Ciccarelli lots of time. He's waiting for that situation to develop. Now he works it out for Huscroft with a slammer, blockered away by Sean Burke. We have a stoppage in play. We'll see all of that right after this.
.16:06 remaining in the second period. 1-0 for the Whales. A couple of good opportunities right here. Zamner, he's got a lot of time, and he just lets one rip. It's blocked by Glenn Wesley. A great block by him. And then a little bit later on, Dino Ciccarelli coming from behind the net to Jamie Huscroft, and there's the drive. And there's a blocker save by Sean Burke. A lot of wood on that one.
Off the face-off, trouble brewing. Burke knocks it down, steers it away. Jeff Norton moves in. Tries to set up a man, he does. Hitting the puck to Poulin, loose at the point, poked away, and here's a breakout. Rice, Braun, and Emerson. Stephen Rice for Emerson. The pass goes behind him. Braun gets to it, back out to neutral ice. Adam Burke takes over. Sends it back for Lecision as the Whalers reorganize. Lead pass over the line, moving in. Robert Cron tries to settle it low. Back on it is Jeff Toms. 15:32 left to go in the second period. 1-0. The Whalers have the lead. Here's center ice now, Rudy Poshek. Tries to get it deep. Lecision with a stick from Poshek. Curtis slow to get up. He's cut on the play. Zelkin has the arm up, so Scott Zelkin will make a call here. And the Whalers look like they'll get their first power play. We'll check that out after this. Here's Kim Walden with our Deswani trivia quiz.
That's right, it's Daiswani trivia time. After today, what is the last expansion team from the WHA still in its original city? Back to you guys.
That's a cold question. No hint there. And Rudy Poshek trying to get by Curtis Lecision here. Now watch the stick as he's trying to get by him. Oof, pokes Curtis Lecision right in the eye area. Again, there he's not trying to do that on purpose. He's just trying to get by, but again, inadvertently hitting Lecision. Not handling the stick the way you're supposed to. You're supposed to have full control of your stick blade. Cuts Curtis Lecision. And ends up being a double minor to Rudy Poshek, so the Whale will get 4 minutes, possibly get a couple of goals here with 2 power plays.
So the Whalers go to work on the power play for the first time this afternoon. And this is definitely the last of the Mohegans. The numbers right here for the Whalers on the power play this season, Billy, all year in the top 5.
5th overall, 6th at home. They have been tremendous all year. I think the matter that concerned me was getting that big goal at the right time on the power play. They did get goals, but sometimes you need a goal in a situation when it presents itself, and that sometimes wasn't there, although the numbers have been good all year.
It was a tease like a lot of other things. Here's Emerson at the point, moving low now for Dineen. Dineen behind the goal, met there by Holder, loose in the corner. Rob Zaminer is there. They fight for it. Plodding along as Sanderson tries to dig it out. Going down as Holder, so does Dineen. The puck is beneath Bill Holder, and we have a stoppage in play. Here's Kim Walden in the studios with an AT&T NHL update.
Thanks, you guys. Mario Lemieux may be retiring, but he is going out with a bang. That's him at the top of the circle. Watch as he comes down, and he gets a hold of the puck, and he passes behind the back to Ed Olczyk out front, and he sticks it, but the Bruins still lead 4-1. Back to you guys.
Is that the no-look play? Wow, that is amazing. Last regular season game for Mario Lemieux. I think he has 1 assist behind Wayne Gretzky for the assist lead. He will win the scoring championship, the Art Ross Trophy, but he, I think, has only beaten Wayne once, I think, in assists.
Now Jason Weimer, shorthanded. Burke turns it away. Whalers on the power play, a double minor assessed to Rudy Poshek. 3:14 left in the power play scenario. Broken up, sent away by Cross.
Now would be a good time to tell you that they have 5 shorthanded goals in their last 11 games.
Yes. With 4 in the season, Rob Zamner over the line now. It's Andrew Castles behind the goal. Off the stick of Holder. Sanderson takes over. Sanderson now at the half wall, surveys. He's watched there by Jason Weimer and Bill Holder. At the point, it's Wesley. This way, Nelson Emerson. Emerson settles the puck down low on the end boards. Corey Cross is there. A good play by Cross. Cross now will lug it out to center. A 2-on-2 breakout. Cross with a long shot off the stick of Wesley. It goes out of play with 14:01 left to go in the period. 2:38 on the power play.
A couple of tough names there for the Tampa Bay Lightning killing this penalty, playing defense paired. You have Cross, that's 2 minutes, cross checking. You got Holder. I mean, they've got their backs against the wall no matter what. But what a shorthanded bid by Tampa Bay Lightning. One-handed, too. An excellent opportunity as we see the puck in the zone of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Zamner has it here, and he threads the needle with a nice little pass. Now watch Emerson pressuring, and there's a one-handed shot. And an excellent save by Sean Burke. Not very easy one-handed. Gordie Howe could do it.
Yeah. Ever. Now Huscroft works it deep in the zone. Adam Burke there to play it. Zamner watching him. Rob Zamner sends it back. Pinballs in by Burke. Adam Burke takes over. 13:45 left to go, middle session. Adam Burke from his own end. Out through center ice, Kevin Haller at the red line is checked by Zamner. In the zone now, Ulanov goes across for Huscroft. Off the boards, alertly out, back to the Hartford stripe. Adam Burke looks it over ahead for Sammy Kapanen. Good play by Zamner. Zamner got in the way, right back in Hartford ice. 2 minutes gone, and it's double minor. Adam Burke recoils. Burke drafted in 1987 by the Hartford Whalers, second round. Ulanov back in the zone. Behind the goal now. So far, the Whalers have had 40 seconds of attack time in the first portion of the power play. No shots. Rolls in on Sean Burke. Off the corner glass. Gathering in, Adam Burke. Headman pass, Kent Manderville. Moving in with speed at the line. Manderville goes wide. Puts on the break. Lost his edge. Gets it back for Emerson, who plays it outside the line.
Tough break for Nelson Emerson, trying to go into the middle to get the pass, but Kent Manderville falls. It just tries to get it back to him, but with Emerson going through his left, trying to get in good position, the puck just squirts by them.
Down low, Cross. Up the boards. Weimer is there through center ice. Wesley knocks it down. He'll look it over. 1:13 left to go in this power play. Emerson coughed it up to Jason Weimer. Jeff Toms tries to move in. Robert Cron gets back. Cron now from behind his own goal. He'll lug ahead. Dropping off for Nelson Emerson. Over the red line. Emerson hits the line now, moves it deep. Well, crisscross there as he got involved with Stephen Rice. Abarachi out to play it in no man's land, knocked down by Manderville. Behind the goal for Cron off his stick. Poulin recovers. Patrick Poulin works it out to neutral ice. Billy Holder. Holder moves up in the play. 43 seconds left in the power play. Rob Zamner has control. Backhand bid knocked down by Emerson. Picking up the loose garbage, Glenn Wesley. Lead pass, Kevin Dineen. Over the line in the zone, he lost control. Covering up defensively, Ulanov. Ulanov now along the boards, out to center. Nice pass for Poulin. Patrick Poulin for Rob Zamner. Samner over the line on the cut. Castles watching him. Sanderson moves in. He has the puck, and out they come. Andrew Castles hits the line. Moves in the zone. Here's Dineen. Loading the gun. Tabarachi says no. Behind the net now, Jeff Sanderson has control. Fiddling and diddling. Looking it over. There's Dineen in the slotted. Roll back for Burt. Burt with a shot. Locked in front. Castles the rebound. Castles looks it over. 3 seconds on the power play. Tabarachi a beauty on Kevin Dineen. And the Lightning get it out to center ice at the conclusion of the power play. We have a whistle to stop play, and we have stopped. Kevin Dineen, a great chance on Rick Tabarachi. Still 1-0 Whalers.
Welcome back to the Civic Center. 1-0 away. 11:17 remaining in the second period, and it took 3 minutes and 50 seconds to get the first shot, but here it is, and it's a beauty by Kevin Dineen. There's a good glove save. Tabarachi struggling with that puck, and then a little bit later on, Adam Burt has a huge blast here, but it's blocked in front by Jamie Huscroft right there. That hurts. There's no doubt about that. He'll be dancing the flamingo. Then Kevin Dineen, a blast and another good save by Tabarachi. 2 shots in a 4-minute power play.
Dineen looking for another. He goes down, trying to backhand that one on Tabarachi. Cicerelli along the boards. Good play by Sanderson. Jeff Sanderson with 36 goals, going hard at Hammerlick. Well, the Whalers forecheck. They keep the puck in the Lightning zone. Getting back on it. Beeson Weimer around the boards. It sails by Alex Godinyuk. Rolls all the way down to Sean Burke. He has the arm up. He wants the icing call, and Sean gets what he wants. The next Boston Celtics telecast on Sports Channel Wednesday night against the Charlotte Hornets. Live coverage begins with game time at 6:30, followed by the tap-off at 7, right here on Sports Channel.
I guess I'll be not saying 100 Whalers anymore.
No. That's gone away, unfortunately.
There's Paul Maurice. We're going to take a look at the most coaching wins all time. Jack Tex Evans, coach when I was here, 163. Larry Plow, a fine gentleman, a great coach also. I played with him in Binghamton. Rick Lee, Paul Maurice, and Paul Holmgren. Down the line, the top 5. The top 2 guys I played underneath. Underneath. Real underneath.
In the neutral zone now. Langkow tries to move it ahead. Bird is there to play it. He'll slide it in. It goes behind Tabarachi, loose along the board. Stu Grimson ahead for Chris Murray. Murray on the cut now with 10:15 left to go in the second session. Down low for Manderville, broken up. Patrick Poulin starts his engine out to center ice. Pass played at the line, swatted at by Wesley. Over the line they carry through. Going wide on the play is Selivanov, right to the goal crease. Rebound played by Ulanov. Trying to feed it deep and does. It's gloved down by Wesley. Wesley now has his pass picked off by Langkow. Murray intercepts and gets it ahead for Manderville. Manderville now off the skate of Ulanov. Back in the zone. Here's Wesley recollecting the thoughts of the Whalers. Wesley now backhand shovel through center ice. Murray chugging after it. Corey Cross in the zone. Under 10 minutes remaining here in the second period. Halfway through the final game ever for the Hartford Whalers in the National Hockey League. Over the line now. It's whistled dead on the offside. And Billy, at this time, a very special dedication. We're halfway through the game, and this game, for me personally, has been dedicated to the memory of Jeffrey Bonini, who tragically passed away this week. He's a young man who I grew to really know and enjoy over the years because of his spirit. Be buried tomorrow. He was the spirit for the Hartford Whalers, and we wish him and his family our deepest sympathies at this point. With great regret we say that, but we do dedicate the game to his memory.
Definitely. Great fan. And bleeding green is what the comments of all these fans are, and there's no doubt that that young man is the same way. Great fan.
Now Kapanen over the line, cutting in, backhand bid, turned away. Tabarachi, Primo the rebound. They look for more, but smothering is Rick Tabarachi.
A special K-line right back at it again offensively. Heath Primo with a good chance. Sammy Kapanen, Derek King. Keeping the puck in is Derek King. He loses control of it. Look at Kapanen pick up the loose change right here. A nice move there on Bill Holder. Goes to the back end. There's a save. Rebound goes to Primo, and he drills one through a lot of legs. Somehow Tabarachi was able to make the save, and there is Keith Primo. You know, we had a list of the coaches. The only coach I really remember is Claude LaRose, and he was an assistant coach. But all I can remember is skate, stop at those boards, skate. That's because I didn't dress in the playoffs those 10 games. Got my TV break, but Claude LaRose was all over.
Something good happens in every scenario, and that was it. But you were the Lone Ranger too, right? It was just you and Rosie on the ice.
And in fact, it was hilarious. Not hilarious when I was doing it, but here in the Montreal Forum, and of course, you know, the media there, it's a tremendous amount of people that go watch a practice. And I'm the only guy out there going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, boy. I'm tired thinking of it.
I hate watching that. I won't watch that stuff. As Grattan shot is gloved by Sean Burke. He'll hang on for the face-off. We will watch this, though, a commercial. The Whalers have a 1-0 lead on Sports Channel. Back with more after this timeout.
Late in the second period, well, not that late, but it's 1-0 for the Hartford Whalers. Rob Zamner with a little drop pass to Chris Grattan, and there's a blast, and look at that, picked up right off the ice by Sean Burke. Chris Grattan playing his 174th consecutive game, which is a record for the Tampa Bay Lightning. He overtook Roman Hamrlik, who was sat out for one game, which I could not believe, but they were trying to show him and prove to him that he has to play game in and game out. They took him out of the line. That can't really happen with a young kid, but they did.
Now Zelkin has the arm up. A penalty being called here. Holding is the indication. Wesley knocked down in the corner. 8:22 left to go in the second period. Our trivia question tonight, or today. See, you're getting me all screwed up on this.
Trying to.
I know. Here it is. After today, what is the last expansion team from the WHA still in its original city? And the answer is
the Edmonton Oilers.
And in the playoffs.
Playing well. Above 500, I believe.
Yes.
They are the only team in Canada to play above 500 this year, which doesn't happen very often either. And here is Glen Wesley with the puck. Jason Weimer on his back. Pulls him down, and that's why you can't get away with that in this league. That is called holding. Weimer will sit for 2 minutes, and the Whalers get to go back on the power play. Last power play in 4 minutes, only 2 shots. Didn't work it around. Never really got into the zone to do much. So we'll see what happens here.
So Weimer goes to work on the power play. Sellout crowd having fun here at the Mall on the final day of the season, a day filled with so many heartfelt emotions. Wesley now controlling in the corner. Back for Nelson Emerson. Up front, it's Andrew Castles, Jeff Sanderson, and Kevin Dineen. Emerson now quarterbacks out through center ice. Sanderson snaps it too far ahead of Castles. Back to play it. The Lightning work it ahead nicely. Here's Rob Zamner breaking out with Poulin. Zamner now on the cut looking for the shorthanded bid. Sanderson knocked it down inside the line. The Whalers get to it. Emerson tries to move it out. Wins the battle. Gets it ahead for Jeff Sanderson. Anderson hits the line. He has 12 power play goals this season. Over the line now they try to fire it in deep. Broken up by Zamner. Zamner now from behind the goal. Starts ahead with 1:10 left to go in the power play. Off the boards all the way down to Burke. The Whalers have to get back there and regroup. Emerson now with Kevin Haller. Haller from his own zone, watched by Chris Grattan. Haller gets by him out through center. Lead pass knocked down by Jeff Toms. Eric King hands off for Kevin Haller. They gain the zone. Kevin Dineen on the off wing, watched by Bill Holder. Puck free in the corner as we see. King sneaks in. Eric King now looks around. There's Dineen, short side bid. Just blocked wide and off Ulanov. Now on the corner, Burke moves up in the play. Behind the goal, King looking for it. He took a stick. Now Burke controlling, handing off for Kevin Dineen. Dineen with 33 seconds on the power play. Spins one off, kicked out by Tabarachi. Goes in the corner, King chops at it. Broken up by Ulanov, and now they'll lug it ahead and out through center ice. Igor Ulanov hits the line, moves in with Jeff Toms. Inside for Toms, he's right in. Now from behind the goal, he centers in front, it's knocked down. Free to the corner, Kevin Haller battling there with 14 clicks remaining on this power play. 6:34 left to go in the second session. The Whalers still hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Now it's worked ahead. Primo takes over. He lost control. The Lightning have control of that puck with 2 seconds left to go in the power play.
Good pressure all over the ice by the Lightning, and actually had a couple of good chances. When you go back to the 4-minute power play and you go to this one, they've had as many chances as the Whalers have had on their power play.
Vanderbilt out through center ice. Looks around, threads one across, off the wall. Steve Rice is there to play it. In the corner now, Vanderbilt right on. Tabarachi is there to scoop it up, and he hangs on for the faceoff.
There's Kent Vanderbilt. I think that was maybe the third shot of that power play. Kevin Dineen had a couple of chances to the side of the net. An interesting scenario for Kent Vanderbilt, coming in, as we said, as a free agent, practicing in the summertime, getting a chance here, and signing a contract, which you know is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting summer for him. He's played very well for this team.
Kent Vanderbilt, who a lot of people thought would go down when his tenure seemed to be over. Mark Janssens came back from an injury. It never happened. He did not deserve to go down. It was good to see him stay with the club. Off the faceoff. The Whalers after it now down low. Kapanen along the wall now. There to play it through center ice, and back after it is Stephen Rice. 5 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the second period. Wesley now lifts it ahead. Roman Hamrlik back to play it. Chasing him is Sammy Kapanen along with Robert Crown. Around the boards, chipped out by Cicerelli. Here's Weimer on a 2-on-1 breakout with Langkow. Jason Weimer for Langkow. Great play by Gardner. Alex Gardner going down to block the pass. Through center ice now, it's Robert Cron. This way for Kapanen over the line. Sammy drops it off for Cron. He lets it fly off the skate of Roman Hamrlik. Free to the corner. Kapanen there, down low for Cron. Cron is met on the play by Hamrlik. They scrum for it. Loose behind the goal. Cron gets to it. Goes off Kapanen and loose this way. Now moving in for it is Grimson. Grimson shovels behind the goal. Free, top of your screen. Cicerelli is there. Haller moves in. Damon Langkow will dance out to center ice. Langkow through center. On the wing for Jason Weimer. He'll go off on a change and get it deep to Sean Burke. Under 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Stu Grimson for Kent Manderville with good speed. He hits the line hard. Moves in for a shot. Blocked by Holder. Puck is loose. Back the other way. Dino Cicerelli. Cicerelli forgot the puck. Now they work over the line. Sean Burr on the cut with a shot. Blocked by Gardner. Burr now wheels it behind the goal. Cicerelli is there. Right on. Burke to save the rebound. Shut down by Burke on Jeff Toms. Now Sean Burr takes over. Burr wipes it free for Toms. Grimson gets there and pokes it out to neutral ice.
Burke had to be very alert there. Tough play through the crease area, and he kept the paddle down. He's been doing that a lot lately, getting that stick down and really nullifying a good opportunity for the Lightning.
Now in the zone, broken up by Chris Murray. Lead feed. Sanderson over the line. Snaps it off wide of Tabarachi. Loose and gathered in by Sean Burr. Ahead it goes Selivanov. Coming up on Glenn Wesley. He throws the roadblock up. Loose in the corner. Castles is there. Tom's down low. Wesley gets to it. Crunched by Selivanov. Moving back in the zone, it's Sanderson out through center ice. And the Lightning take over. Now Ulan off the head. Picked off by Sanderson. Snaps one free, looking for Dineen. Broken up by Jeff Norton. Norton now through center. Sean Burr over the line, handing off Selivanov. Selivanov going wide on Gardner, now on the curl. Flips it over. Along the boards, he banks it deep. Behind the net as we see. Sean Burr is there. Now at the top of your screen, it's Jeff Sanderson. Sanderson's long pass. Too far ahead of Dineen, all the way back in Tampa Bay ice. Tabarachi leaves it there for Corey Cross. Cross in the zone. 3:27 left to go in the second period. Adam Burt off of Primo. Adam gets it back. Now cutting in the high slot, looking for Dineen. Now to the corner. Dineen gets there. Now it's held in by Derek King. Kevin takes over. Tries to drift one in front. It's knocked down by Corey Cross. Now taking over is Rob Zaminer. Soft clear out. Zaminer gets it back. Stays with it. Here they come. 3-on-2. Chris Gratton at the line moving in. Gratton holds it right in. A beautiful play. Sean Burke a better save. Rudy Poshek was set up by Chris Gratton. We'll take a look at that when we come back on Sports Channel.
3:02 left in the second period, 1-0 for the Whalers. This is our Gillette instant replay. And watch the limp person attempt here by Zamner trying to get it out. But watch this guy. The work ethic is tremendous by Zamner. He's played great all year long. Now it becomes a 3-on-2 with Chris Gratton. And look at this little feed here, right through the legs of Haller. Poshek, and there it is, the best a man can get. Sean Burke makes the excellent save. He's looking behind him, but the puck really is underneath him.
I believe you. Off the faceoff. Behind the goal now, Lasician ahead for King. Not out. Hamrlik knocks down Kevin Collins. 2-on-1. Primo and Kapanen. Here's Kapanen with a shot high as it rockets off the glass. Cicerelli not out, held in by King. His shot is fenned in wide of Tabarachi at the point, held in by Haller. Now it's loose, top of your screen. Cicerelli gets there. Gratton out through center ice. On and off the tape of Patrick Poulin. Haller ahead for Primo. Kapanen over the line. Moves in onside. Derek King has control. Watched by Poulin. King in the corner. King holding onto it. Primo all alone in front. Drifts one wide. Oh, Pete Primo, another scoring chance. Through center. Lightning on the breakout. Dino Cicerelli looking for Chris Gratton. Cicerelli gets it back. This way moving up, it's Bill Holder. Holder's checked by Cron. Moves in the corner. Robert Cron digs it out. Spots Wesley. 2:05 left to go in the second period. Wesley off the boards, all the way back in the zone. Jeff Norton takes over through the center ice area. Wesley swats at one. Cron is there, so is Holder. They battle for it. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Cron with control. Cron moving in. Rice in front. Late man is Burt. He's checked at the last second by Jason Weimer. Puck is held in the zone now. Norton collects off the wall. 1:43 left to go in the second period. 1-0. The Whalers have the lead. First period tally by Glenn Wesley at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now it's Emerson. Out through center ice. Getting it back from Cron. Emerson over the line. Here's Rice. Mishandling. Rice moves it behind the cage. The Lightning take over with Holder. Holder ahead for Langkow. Langkow, good speed through the center ice zone. It's knocked down, stolen by the Whalers. Stephen Rice for Kent Manderville over the stripe. Manderville now moves in, holding on to it. Centering in front, fanned down by Rice. Collar with a bid, turned away Tabarachi. Rebound played by Manderville. Manderville controlling now, cycling the puck for Chris Murray. Murray's watched by Langkow. Manderville shakes free. Manderville holding on to it. Back for Holler. Holler spins one wide and swept along by Tabarachi. Loose along the boards. Virginia battling with Jason Weimer. They scrum for it. Weimer wins the war, gets it back in the Hartford end.
Big puck moving. Ken Manderville having a good shift. But Stephen Rice showing some hands today. Some great moves, beating defensemen and then setting up a play. He just missed on a one-timer from Nelson Emerson. But good speed again, moving the puck too, and that's something that they can do so well when they get going.
Lightning have it. Corey Cross. Lead pass knocked down by Jeff Toms. Toms with a shot gloved by Burke. He gets the ceasefire. Let's step out for this word from U.S. Airways.
Travel provided by U.S. Airways. U.S. Airways offers daily service to Paris, France from Philadelphia, your gateway to Europe.
And welcome back. 34.3 seconds left here in the second period. And the Whalers did control the play and the puck very well. Derek King walks to the middle here, takes his time, cuts back, gives it to Keith Primo. I like this. This is the toughest save for a goaltender. Not just stopping the puck, but stopping a puck that's going against the grain, because he has his body moving to the right in that instance. So Primo goes against the grain, going back to the long side, and that's on the net. It's in the net. Yeah. Very difficult for a goaltender to stop and cover the net when he's going the other way.
Not much time left in the period. Off the draw, Cicerelli all alone. Burke turns it away, and there to play it, Curtis Lecision. Lead pass is knocked down by Chris Gratton. Off the boards, Cross lays into one. It's blocked by Castles. Loose in the slot as we see. Poked along by Lecision. Now Sanderson lead pass looking for Dineen. Dineen chugs in the zone. Tabarachi out to play it. Now Ulanov. Flying clear out. Knocked down by Castles. Off the board, Sanderson. His wrist shot is knocked down by Ulanov. Here comes Gratton. 5 seconds left in the stanza. Chris Gratton over the line. Zamner. Zamner spins one in wide of Burke. Should do it and will. Billy, the Whalers maintain the 1-0 lead.
Pretty good period. Near the end, too, the Whalers really got into it, started to scale a little bit better, having opportunity after opportunity. The power play hasn't done much. Tampa Bay Lightning are not doing that much whatsoever. The only time they've gotten the puck and done anything with it is when they're shorthanded, and that's how they played all year long. But a nice 1-0 lead. It's almost like a playoff atmosphere, low scoring.
Almost. 9 shots in the period, 17 in the game for the Whalers, 10 for the Lightning, 23 in the game. Wesley has the only goal. The Bob Stores Intermission Update, a look at our honorary captain award winner. Can't wait for that. Kim Walden in the studios, Billy and I, stats and highlights. 1-0, the Whale has the lead on Sports Channel.